Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the podcast. Wow. My name is James.
I'm
I'm
Jackson.
Jack.
Oh my!
Oh my gosh! It's season 2 and we still
I
can't do the intro.
see when I immediately knew when he said or when I said hi, my name is James, I immediately thought I said they're both going to say it at the same time because they forgot the order. And sure enough,
Well, did we? Oh,
We're
it
not
goes
editing
Jack
it.
then me.
oh, that was our other rule. We don't edit. Oh, everybody, we're still figuring this out. This is the
Yeah.
3-day podcast. This
So
is episode
everybody,
1 of season
of
2.
season
It's
2.
been how many months has it been?
4.
5.
We
4.
took
Four.
we
It
took
was
a break.
April.
Yeah, so we took a break from the podcast to study for our senior finals,
And live.
and then we just never went back. So I mean, school started again for normal people. So,
Normal students.
right. So we've basically we've taken summer off.
Yeah, we.
That's a long
It was
time.
summer vacation.
That is
So
that just
welcome
how our
back.
seasons are gonna be? It's just we only attract the school crowd and
Yeah.
then
How have
everybody
you guys
else.
been? I know how you guys have been 'cause we've been talking. We've
Yeah,
literally been
we-
using the 3-day Discord
For
to talk to
everything
each other,
except
not
its
record.
intended purpose.
Exactly.
Yeah.
How have you
Pretty
guys
much.
been? Good, great, perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah, I've been good.
I've been good.
Alright. That's good.
I mean, could be better, but
We could all be better.
I'm good.
Sure.
Oh, this is gonna be one of those episodes, isn't it? All right,
This is already
So-
a mutiny.
we should probably recover what's happened since we've left off. So we left
Okay.
off. So in chronological order, we had finals,
Uh huh.
right?
Yeah.
Then what happened?
And then
Was
I became
was-
single, and then you became single.
There's a
and
lot
then,
before
and
that.
then you enlisted into the Air
I didn't
Force.
go. Okay, can everybody hold on for 1 second, please? Just 1 second. There was stuff before that happened. What happened after that? Summer began. Was I working? What job was I working last time we recorded?
No.
Oh, I didn't have a job, did I?
Yeah, you were broke, man.
I'm now working 15 hours a day. So there's that. Okay. What's
This is
happened since like right after school got out? What's the next thing that happened for both of you guys?
I went to Texas.
Right.
Nice.
That was
nice.
pretty early on, didn't you? You go to Texas a while ago, huh?
And then I got a job. That's not in chronological order,
Oh,
but
that's what it was. I forgot about that. He got a job. That's pretty good.
No,
considering-
He got, not him. I got a job.
He? Why is it reversed on your screen? That's gonna be so stupid. I'm gonna have such a hard time. I'm just not gonna look at that screen then.
Don't
Can I
look at this one,
reorganize
just
them?
look at- No,
No. Okay.
you can't. Oh,
No, you can't. All right. So, anyways, we're on Discord, by the way, rearranging people. Yeah, that's better. Okay.
So
So what's happened after that? What'd you do, Jack? What'd you do as soon as summer?
I thought Jack went to like
Just kinda chill.
Arizona or something.
No.
That
you
was,
went.
that,
I thought
that
you
was a
went
that was a big thing. Jackson did get a job. I remember last season we just constantly berated him for not having a job or being an esports manager when he didn't do it, he didn't get paid. That's what we made fun of him about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
But
I work
now-
15 hours a day because I have 2
I get
jobs. 'Cause I,
paid.
for some reason, can't work or can't take a break, which is fun.
We had to
I-
threaten his boss for him to have today off. He doesn't know
Yes.
that yet.
Not. Well, you better not have. They'll come after you. Not even joking.
Who?
Uh-oh.
My bosses. I don't know what else happened. What happened to you, Jack? Did you do anything interesting over the summer?
You went
N-
somewhere.
Not really.
You
I went to Lake
somewhere.
Tahoe.
Okay.
That's good.
Lake Tahoe, but that was in July. I mean,
Yeah.
I guess this summer I got back into Assassin's Creed. It's been fun. I'm replaying all the
Assassin's Creed is good.
games.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Hey James,
What?
about it.
since you want to talk about the fact that you have 2 jobs, what 2 jobs do you do for the people who
So
don't know?
The first job I got, I don't even know if I had this thing in the last podcast. I don't think I did because it was still during summer. I got it during summer after
Okay.
school got out.
Okay, so what jobs?
I'm working at a drive-in movie theater.
Uh huh.
I work out in the lot, and after that, I started another job only about 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, 2 months. I don't know. I work at a warehouse now. So so on like how your phone has like a little step counter thing that like it does like it's not as accurate as a wristwatch or whatever, but it's still like a step counter.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I take 30,000 steps a day.
Jeez.
I walk a lot.
I take
my
like
my legs are
2,000
always
at
tired.
work.
Yeah, see that I used to walk like 2,000. This is awful. I hate this.
Yeah.
This is My legs are always tired.
And you have a lot of good stories about work, right?
We're not telling those stories, especially now when you're streaming on Twitch. Not happening.
Yeah, that's
There are
great.
some that I would
Family
say.
Family-friendly
accept.
content, gentlemen. Family-friendly content.
Family friendly, yes. My room is
Right.
dark. Let's see if this light screws anything up.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's awful.
No, it looks better.
Okay, this is a podcast. Can we do like the audio portion, please, and stop worrying about the visuals?
Okay, well, we have, the visual.
Okay. So
And
what
then-
what happened else besides that? Besides me getting jobs?
I don't know.
Nothing else has happened. I've gotten a
No.
job and you got a job, and that's it. That's all that's happened.
Yeah?
I mean, like Jackson brought up, you guys both got broken up, but
So now we have to date each other.
I
Oh,
don't
no,
want to do that. But yeah, that was the thing we
I
dealt with
do.
last season. Was trying to get Jack a girlfriend. Jack,
Yeah.
don't get a girlfriend.
You're good,
Bad
bro.
idea.
You're good.
Don't do it. Bad idea.
all right.
We can talk about how you and me were depressed for a couple weeks after it happened. That would not talk about that. We'll
No,
find something
that-
else to talk about.
This is supposed to be happy.
It's normal, yeah. Yeah,
it's like,
this is
you
a
know,
welcome back. Like,
Yeah, this is
supposed to be
a welcome
happy.
back.
Welcome back. Our lives are miserable.
Oh, I
as
got
ever.
a story already.
What?
By the way,
Everybody,
next-
I keep
next
talking about the
episode we're
time I met
quitting.
a porn star.
You cannot
Oh.
talk about that.
I absolutely can.
oh,
No,
you told me
can't.
about
You're
this.
not going to.
Yeah, you should talk about your work stories, Jackson. They're pretty lighthearted.
Well, so hold on. So I already told you where I work. Jackson, where do you work?
Oh yeah, I do retail for the Aviators, which is a baseball team. So
We doxed ourselves before, right? We
Oh,
already
yeah.
told like what school we go to. Yeah,
if you-
Vegas.
If you
yeah.
go to the Las Vegas ballpark anytime between 6 to 11, you will see me on game days. That's not
Yeah.
a question. I am there.
What is game days? How much do you get paid?
I'm not telling how much I get paid.
I want to know so I can see who's doing better. Do you get paid more
You're
than me?
doing better.
How much better?
A lot.
Considering you work 2 jobs,
Yeah,
probably
you
a
have
lot
2
better.
jobs, yeah, probably a lot.
I buy a new gun every month. Airsoft gun,
Airsoft.
Twitch. Yeah.
This is fun.
So game days are Thursday through Tuesday, and then it's like every other week, or sometimes it's back to back.
Right.
Sometimes there's a 2-week gap. If to be quite frank, I don't really know when games are until I get my work schedule. I'm like, hey,
All right. Yeah.
sweet. Oh, okay. I was making sure everything was okay on my end.
Never okay on your end.
You're
Never
right.
once have we talked to you on Discord and everything's been okay at your end. You're dating a girl who doesn't know where Utah is. I
I'm
don't
not
want to
dating.
know.
I'm not dating.
You're going to.
I'm
Don't give her this podcast. Don't let her listen to this. You'll be
to
messed
the
up.
season finale of last season.
Good
yeah.
idea.
That'd be
Oh, and you're
horrible.
lucky I didn't tell Gabe anything. I really wanted to.
I know you really wanted to.
We've been dealing with a lot of stuff for you guys listening at home. We've
Yeah.
really been.
You're
We really need. We really. This episode just be a recap of what we did this summer.
So listen, I'm either telling the porn star story or the time that I
Oh.
got hit on by a drunk lady.
You can tell. You can tell that,
That one-
story.
that one's
one's
funny.
good. You can tell
Okay,
that one.
I'm gonna tell that one. So listen, everybody.
Listening.
A Thursday night, $2 beer night,
Right.
and we don't skimp out on our beer. I don't know
Okay.
why, but our beers are kind of tall. Let's see. This is an Arrowhead water bottle, like
Uh-huh.
this tall, and they're beer.
Right.
Now, granted, it's like weak, but yeah. So anyway, I'm working, right? And this is before the mask mandate dropped. So I was, wearing a mask, and I was wearing this mask.
Oh
which,
no,
uh,
that wasn't.
Yeah, this was like right after like school ended. So
Dude, I don't
anyway,
remember a time before mask mandate. Did we not? Were we once not wearing masks? Was that
No.
a thing that happened?
No.
Well, at the beginning of like the vaccine.
So for those
They were like,
our
if you're
audio
vaccinated.
listeners,
Oh
this
yeah.
is
good
this is
point.
an Akatsuki Cloud mask from Naruto, right? One of my favorite anime.
Mhm.
And I was wearing it because it's the only mask I had. And
Right.
this drunk, very drunk. Like I could smell her, like alcohol from like 4 feet away, right?
Mm-hmm.
She comes up and we're talking about the mask, right? Because it's a common conversation starter,
Right.
right? So we're talking a bit, and out of nowhere she's like, "Are you single?" And I'm like, "Yeah, like recently."
I'm
And-
always single. Hey.
she was like, "Well, you wanna like, how old are you? And I was like, I'm 18. And then she
You should have
basically
said 16 and said
no,
bye.
well because everyone at the park is over 18, like that's like the age requirement, right? And that's like kind of public. And I don't think she had any idea how to research. And at the same time, I also was too stupid to lie, right? So I'm like, I'm 18, and she goes, "You're so young, but I want you so bad."
That's where I would have ran for my life.
So
How old was she about? Like how old?
she was drinking beer, so at least over 21,
Mm. Yeah, but how old did she look?
like 24.
Mm.
So like
Mm.
a bit old, a bit a
Mm.
bit on the age side, all right?
That's when you run.
Like listen, I don't think 24 is an old age in general, but when you're talking to an 18-year-old,
It's
you're
quite a
you're a
difference.
bit of a weirdo.
That's a big difference.
That's a big
That's
yeah.
what.
Put that in
That's
perspective, that'd be like a senior in high school dating like
Sixth
a
grader.
7th grader.
Yeah.
freshman. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a lot.
Not
It's
naming any names. Not naming any names. I'm not gonna say it. Not
Uh-oh.
saying it.
I was like,
It's no one
oh.
on the podcast. Don't worry. No one
Yeah, I
here
was
is that
like,
weird.
oh, thank you. And at this point, like my coworker. So how the store's laid out, where I was
Coworker, a female.
male,
Oh,
right? He's no longer my coworker. He doesn't work there anymore. But he was an older, like late 70s kind of guy, right? And right by me were like these like section of pony walls, or like the half cut walls, right?
okay.
And he was on the other side of those. And I just like out of the corner of my eye, I see him laughing and like I can see him smirking through the mask.
Funny.
Right? He's getting enjoyment out of my torture, right? And I'm like, "Oh, like thank you, but I'm working, so like I got to get back to work." And she literally goes, "Meet me in 5 minutes." I am on the clock. Right?
You mean
work-
5 minutes?
Yeah.
That's all she said. She didn't say anywhere. This is me being 5.
Well, in the bathroom, but you know,
In the bathroom at an Aviators game.
they're disgusting. I don't know
Yikes.
why.
Mm,
Have you ever met anyone from Vegas? We're awful people. We don't know how to be clean.
we are awful people.
We
I
are
agree
awful.
with that.
So
Everyone here is awful. We're just knockoff Californians.
yeah, basically.
That's basically what Vegas is turning into. No
Um,
politics. Everyone shut up.
So I was like, "Hey, I can't." And I grabbed a shirt and I was like, "I have to go restock this." And I literally ran into the back room, and I just sat in there for like 2 or 3 minutes, like waiting for her to leave. Like I would occasionally like poke my head out and be like, "Where is she?"
Make
Is she
eye
gone?
contact with her and you're poking your head out like this, like,
You want to leave?
yeah.
You want to be gone already? But yeah, that was like my first $2 beer night after being single. It was also the first $2 beer night I worked, I think.
Nice,
Okay.
nice.
So
I deal with a lot of good people in my job. My job's good. The warehouse, not so much. I love everybody at the warehouse. It's cool when we get stuff done.
Yeah.
The drive-in, I work out in the lot, and I have to deal with customers in their cars. So the biggest thing is trying to get people to turn off their headlights. No one knows how to turn off their headlights in their cars.
it's
it's like
diffusing
it's-
a bomb in a movie.
It's something you think people would know, like how to function headlights. Like that's not even like a technical thing. That's just something you need to know how to drive, right?
Well, and
But
there's
it's like
also like a switch.
just like a
that
switch, exactly.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it's
Not
it's
all of them, but
it's
yeah.
like
most of
so
them.
with Japanese cars, the way you get to turn the headlights off all the way is you put the parking brake on, and then you turn the switch to off, and then you shut the car off and turn it back on. They'll stay off with the car running. That's how you get them to shut off all the way, right? And like you tell people, can you put on your parking brake for me? Like hey, like I noticed you can't use your lights. Like put your parking brake for me, and they press their hazard light switch. I don't even know where to start with that. Like
No one knows
How do you
cars.
mix it? How do you mix the two up? Is my question.
people just don't know how to drive. People just don't know anything about cars. Apparently, I didn't think. I mean, obviously, I was in
Apparently not.
tech, and so were you, Jackson, and Jack. You were in what? What were you in?
Engineering.
Engineering, right? So obviously, like to us, it'd be like normal, like understanding stuff about a car. But it's like to them, they're just like, can you put on your parking brake? Like it's already in park. I know it's in the parking gear. Can you put on the parking brake? Yeah, sure. And they click their hazard button. The first time that
That's
happened,
great.
I almost laughed in their face because it wasn't like me being rude. It was just funny that someone clicked the hazard button.
Yeah.
People, and oh, this other time, I don't know. There's like this lady, right?
Okay.
And she was driving into one of the lots for one of the movies, and it was like light outside. It was still really early, and there was like maybe like
Hmm.
6 cars in the lot. And she has her windows down, right? She's talking on her phone really loud. And me and my manager, who's out there, can hear her talking, and we're just like talking, waiting for like actual like people to come in so we can start like telling people what to do. And
Mhm.
she's driving there. She's on the phone with, I assume, someone else who's coming to the movie, and she drives past and she goes, "There's nowhere to park over here." She was going to Screen 2, which has like 200 parking spots. There were 6 cars there, and she said, "There's nowhere to park." And I was like, "What do you mean there's nowhere to park? There's more parking spots here than most Walmart parking lots." Like, I don't know what you're talking about. There's nowhere to park.
Yeah,
Do you gotta
why
go grocery
why
shopping?
is your parking space like so massive, by the way? Like I get it's a drive-in movie. I've been there.
Dude, on like new movies on the weekend, we fill them up. We get like 200 people in there. It's crazy. Or
Do you get
200
like
cars.
new movies that come out or is it only like older
We
stuff?
get them. We get them a day before they hit the theaters.
Oh,
Mm-hmm. How do you think? Oh, dude, dude. How do you think I know so much about movies? I'll tell you what, I usually didn't watch movies before I worked at the drive-in, but now like I'm walking out the lot and people have their radios turned up. I can watch any movie I want, right? They don't care. So it's like I basically can tell you the premise of any movie since I started working there.
I want you to tell me the premise of Lords of the Flies.
I wasn't watching that when I can tell you the premise. That's because I read the book, but that wasn't on the screen.
Is there even a movie for Lords of the Flies?
Yeah, it was an old one from the 90s, I think, early 2000s.
I'm gonna look it up real quick.
Do you know what Lord of the Flies is, Jack? You look a little lost.
no, I didn't think there was a movie.
Oh, I
Yeah,
think those are old
19.
movies in the 90s.
Oh, I look pale right
It was a
now.
book first, though.
Yeah, it was a book
Obviously.
force, and in 1990,
It was a book first.
book force, it got a film adaptation.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Really cheesy one. That's why I said it's probably from the 90s.
I mean,
Watched it. It
Rotten
was bad.
Tomatoes gave it a 91, so was it really that bad?
Maybe not then. I don't know, because Rotten
But what
Tomatoes is
about what did
obviously right.
what did the general public say about it? Because that's what I pay more
Yeah,
attention to.
was that the
The
critic
gen-
score or the?
Uh, let's see. Let's go to Rotten Tomatoes review of it. Gosh, I
Was
looked.
the critic
Yeah.
score and the audience score like?
Audience score was 63,
Yeah, there you go.
So there
That's
you go.
more-
so
I'd
it
rate
wasn't
a
very
63.
good. So it wasn't very good apparently.
I'd rate it a 63. I'm happy with that.
The movie I
percentage.
watched today, I'd give a 63 too.
Yeah. So you can ask me the premise of any movie since I started working
Lord
there,
of
and I can tell you
Flies.
what it was. I've seen the new Space Jam at least 5 times in full, and I hate that movie. I hate it.
LeBron James.
Don't go see the new Space Jam. Watch the old one. It's better. No one likes the new one. The new one's awful.
Well, because the first one there was like fear to it, because they were gonna destroy the like Earth or something, right?
Oh well, they're gonna destroy the internet this time, but it's like, I don't know.
The
Michael,
internet.
The internet.
who's in it? Who's in this one? Michael Jordan was in the last one. Oh, LeBron
LeBron
James. He has like
James.
one line in the entire movie, and all is him screaming.
What?
Like
Really?
literally, yeah, like he's always screaming. I don't know why. I guess because he's in the cartoon, he's not like he's not used to it or whatever. But he's always screaming. That's all he does is scream.
I
Well, Michael
guarantee
Jordan
you
has a
that-
better personality, so
I
makes
like
sense.
Michael Jordan.
Yeah, this is just a bad movie. It was literally just pop culture reference after pop culture reference, not even good ones.
Didn't they have Rick and Morty in it?
Yeah, Rick and Morty, Big Chungus, it was bad. They even
Oh,
had the
no.
original like Space Jam, like the little
Did you-
aliens that like grew
Did
into
you
the
say
big guys
Big
in the original one.
Chungus?
What? There was Big Chungus. It's true. There was Big Chungus. There's Rick and Morty. That was the only two I saw. There might have been more like horrendous ones than that, but it was bad.
No.
I'm gonna go watch it just
Literally,
for Big
like I think it was in the first minute that Bugs Bunny was on screen. He turned into Big Chungus. The first minute. I'm not even joking about that. Like not the first minute of the movie. The first minute he was on screen, he turned into Big Chungus.
Do you
Look it
think
up, look
like
up-
do
look
you
up-
think
look
the
up- look up-
animators had to like they're like
Oh, they
given
did
like
it.
the edit
Someone
script?
had to read. It's not like they just posted crop the old image in there. Someone went in and put.
They had to redraw him.
Yeah, they put in Big Chungus. It was bad.
So, like, I feel bad for those editors because I guarantee you they were just sitting there getting the script. Like, because editors, you know, like, the common age, I think, is around, like, 30 or 40, right?
Right.
So,
That's my common age. Yeah, there is in the Discord. Yeah, it's bad. It's awful. it was the one of the
I'd
worst.
pull
Don't
it
go
up,
see
but
it.
Yeah, the one I
pulling.
sent.
Listeners, if
I'd
you're
pull it up, but
listening,
it'd
don't
screw
go
up my
see.
thing.
Don't go see whatever. Don't go see Space Jam
So-
2. What else
So
has happened?
imagine being like a 30-year-old and getting the script and it's like
Draw big chunkus.
big chunky one.
Like, what is this? I don't know.
They-
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
Uh,
Okay, what else?
Jack, how was Lake Tahoe?
It was nice. There was a lot of like smoke from wildfires though, but
Oh yeah, so
until
you
the
went to
last
Tahoe,
day, yeah.
then Jackson went to Texas, and I went to Idaho.
Yeehaw.
It was bad driving to Idaho. There was like maybe like a mile of visibility with all the smoke. It was awful.
Wow.
Listen,
Both ways.
Yeah, it was
you
bad.
just came
Dang.
back from Idaho, right? Like 2
Oh, I
days
just
ago,
got
3?
back. Yeah, I got back like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
So it's still bad. It was bad when Jack went, and it was bad when I went.
Aren't
so
the
it hasn't
fires
cleared up.
over?
No, they've been going forever.
Fires all over.
Oh, like the entire West Coast is on fire.
It's my
Yo, the only,
mixtape.
the only people on fire here are us. You know what I'm talking about? All
It's
right.
my mixtape. That's just how it is.
Yeah, that's what happened. You dropped your mixtape in the middle of California.
Yeah.
Was it a boy or a
I just-
girl?
Dude,
For those of you who didn't get that reference, it's because forest fire was
was it
started by
San
a,
Francisco, right? Or no, it was in L.A.
I don't know, it was a gender reveal party, and the bomb went bad, and or bomb, yeah, whatever they call it, the big smoke grenades who like shoot off the blue or pink smoke, and they blew up, and it caused a fire. Now the entire West Coast is on fire.
Good job.
I think they're facing criminal charges. I
No,
don't
they
know.
they had like arson.
Oh, I believe it.
Arson, wow. I mean, that's like an accident. They're like, yeah, you're an arsonist.
Okay, you can accidentally
Yes.
burn down buildings too.
Okay,
Oh, no.
yes, but
Because they purposely set off the incendiary grenade, so it's like
true.
it's not really an accident.
Those gender. All right, you just
that's
brought
like-
up a good topic.
that's-
Like,
that's
why
like
do
step-
people need to have a party? First, they have a baby shower, and then they have a gender reveal party.
Gender
Yeah.
reveal
Like,
parties are ridiculous. And hold on, we could talk about this in another episode. This needs to be our
Okay.
recap episode, getting back on
All
what
right,
have we
all
done
right,
over
all
this
We're never
summer.
gonna talk
What
about
else
it.
is new? Well, write this down. We'll talk about it later, but this needs to
it's
be a recap.
foreshadowing.
It is
foreshadowing.
foreshadowing.
Hey, anybody who's listening currently, can you put that in chat so I don't have to? Thank you.
We're also streaming on Twitch right now, so if you're listening to this
Twitch.tv
later on
/Jackson
Spotify and
LV.
you didn't watch it on Twitch, what's wrong with you?
You're a dumb head.
You'll be watching it live, but you're not.
Yeah.
So, what else has happened so far? We're on vacation. We're not going to talk about vacation. That's going to be too long. What else has happened? What's that face for?
Which face? Who?
Yours.
I don't know.
What else has happened?
What am I supposed to say? I don't know.
You can't tell me we've all been sedentary this entire summer and haven't done
Well,
it.
I mean, it's just
We kind of have.
chill summer. I guess
Yeah.
I could talk about. I just went to the Raiders game, the first
Oh.
game in that stadium with the
Ooh.
with fans. It's pretty cool.
You could.
Yeah.
Is anyone going to college?
Oh yeah,
I
I'm going
am.
to CSN.
Okay, I guess I'm not. And I'll explain that. I'm going into the Air Force, so it's not like I'm just sitting here wasting my life away working
That's
15
not
hours a
true.
day. No, it's fine. Who else? So you're going to CSN, right, Jack? Where
Yeah.
are you going?
Undisclosed.
Undis-
I'm not doxing
Mm.
myself. Come on now.
Good
Let's go to
idea.
Cal
Don't dox
Baptist.
yourself. When are you leaving? How about that?
The day after my birthday.
Okay, cool. You're gonna live in a dorm,
No, I'm staying at home.
or you're staying home?
Live
Okay,
with
cool.
me.
So I'm partially doxing myself. There's only 2 colleges in Nevada, or
three,
in Las
three.
Vegas, Las Vegas.
3
3, 4.
CSN, UNLV, University
You
of Nevada. No, in Las Vegas, Numwit.
Oh, you can take classes online though. That doesn't mean he's staying in state.
Okay, yeah. All right, then I have
Okay, well, a lot
online.
of
I'm
college-
online, right?
Online. He's going
I'm doing
online college.
Harvard online.
Big brain. No doxing.
Drop out
here,
of
gentlemen.
college.
Big brain. No,
Big
I'm not.
brain.
I'm not doing Harvard. I'm not that smart.
Ginormous brain.
I want to go.
I'm
to
not very
Harvard.
smart at all.
I'm smart.
I'm
Got
not.
some cap. All right.
Let's see. So, you're not going to college.
I'm going to the Air Force.
The smartest one of all 3 of us is the one not pursuing a higher education. What is this?
'Cause I know higher. Not talking about that. Leaving that alone.
He
What else?
is the higher plane of knowledge. He knows
What
all.
else? Do you want to talk about how we're going to be millionaires by 25?
Yeah. Do you have a plan for that? Like,
No.
neither
But
do
it's going to
I.
happen.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah,
Me
you're
and
just
me.
gonna randomly find like 700,000 on the floor.
Oh, see, boy. Okay, that's fair. I'll probably 300,000 by the time I'm 20. Me and Jackson have made ourselves a bet
Yeah.
of 20 bucks each.
It wasn't
That
even a bet. It was just a promise.
yeah, we put 20 bucks on. So basically, if we're not millionaires by 25, we have to each like throw away 20 bucks.
So if we're not rich, we have to be more poor.
Right, exactly. That's the
But-
punishment right there. It's
Well, you
gonna
could
happen.
just give it
too.
to me. It'll be like sharing the wealth, you know?
Oh, sharing
Oh,
is caring.
yeah, good idea. We'll just give it to Jack. I like that idea.
Yeah.
That makes no sense, but
let's
alright,
just
I'll
shake.
take
Let's
it.
just verbally shake on it.
Okay. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Shake.
Yeah, there we go.
Shake.
Shake. Perfect.
Yeah.
Really, you guys are telling me nothing else has happened?
I mean,
It was just a chill summer for me. I
yeah,
was just
we didn't.
enjoying it.
We didn't
I
have
like we did
anything
more than
really.
this, though.
I feel like we did.
Well, I mean, I was hitting the gym a bunch with Jackson,
Yeah.
getting ripped.
I like how everyone's straight, like, working out, except for me, and I'm still stronger than everyone.
Shut up.
Nerds.
Hey, you,
Nice,
hey,
nice.
you haven't arm wrestled me.
You want to arm wrestle? I will destroy you.
You probably would, and that doesn't mean you haven't yet. You know,
It doesn't mean
my
you
statement
haven't.
is still accurate. I
You're
haven't.
what?
I haven't lost an arm wrestle against you since I started working
You forget,
out.
Jackson. What is my title now? I've given myself because George left.
The best man in Vegas.
There you go. That's a good family-friendly version of it. So, anyone wants the crown, you're free to come and take it.
You have to be in Vegas. You have to fight him to the death. There's a reason why George is no longer in Vegas.
I kicked him out. He's dead. I killed him.
You
Yeah.
killed him. He's
For our new
dead.
channel, our new YouTube channel. Did you watch our video? We're not talking about that here.
Guys, he has a YouTube channel where he looks
I
at
do have a
airsoft
YouTube channel.
guns.
Don't the airsoft guns. Yes, those.
We have to be very explicit, safe.
What was that noise just came out of your mouth?
I don't know.
I don't know. Really, nothing else happened to us. We got to talk about something.
I have the porn star story.
We're not. Really, is this gonna be the first episode back after months? It's gonna be this. You telling 2 stories. All right, tell the story.
So anyway,
You just brought up like, what else are we gonna talk about?
exactly. You can't be mad at me. I'm putting in my fair share of work. You said you
So-
have 3
Guys,
You
if
said-
you're listening, we're doing very hard. We're trying very hard
We're
to
trying
put out
very
good
hard.
content.
Good content. no,
hard.
we're not.
Yes.
Listen,
we want
season
the best
season,
content.
Season 2 is just gonna be the same 3J podcast you grew up loving, but more
Yeah.
consistent.
No.
We'll
It-
see. We'll see.
No, it won't.
No.
Okay,
All right, tell the
so
story.
at the ballpark, we can do custom jerseys for you, right? And at it, sorry, I just saw something. I had to laugh. So at it, if you want a custom jersey, you basically give us a jersey you want, and you tell us like, hey, I want like this name, this number, whatever. Like we do
Right.
it for you, right?
How much is that?
Mhm.
I'm not giving you the price breakdown on the freaking Are you gonna get a custom jersey?
Might if you tell me how much it is.
So the base jersey is $90.
Okay, I don't want to hear it. It's more than I can afford. I don't want to hear it. Keep going. Keep going with the story.
Right.
It's not
So
bucks.
anyway,
Keep going.
so anyway, I'm working jerseys, right? And I have to fill out forms, right? And
Mm-hmm.
I hate filling out forms, but whatever, separate to that. So basically, this girl who's like relatively older, like late 30s, early 40s, right?
Mhm.
Walks in with like a kid who probably is like in 3rd grade, I'd say, and an older
Mhm.
dude, right? Like sugar daddy old, right? So
Okay.
already the family picture is very questionable, right?
Before you get into this,
Yeah,
because you know who this was, right?
yeah.
So
Yikes.
just don't disclose that. Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
No, I mean I knew like I had the faint idea, and then I confirmed it after.
I'm saying don't say her name.
Oh no, I'm
on
not.
This.
I'm not gonna.
Okay, all right.
So
Just checking.
she comes in, and they're like, "Hi, I want to do a custom jersey." I'm like, "Okay, sweet. First, can I get your first and last name?" And we'll just say Reese Witherspoon, right? So Reese Witherspoon's the first and last name they give me. Okay.
Right.
I'm like, okay, cool, thank you. What name do you want? And this old guy, right, and I kid you not, like chanting, like full arm up and down, like going like this, saying like a different last name, right, or a different name. And so I ask, I'm like, oh, like what is that, right? And
Right.
like they look at each other
See,
concerned.
that was your first mistake. Is
That was
you,
no,
you asked what it
that's the
was.
only mistake, right? And so I was like,
Okay.
oh, like what's that name, right? Because it kind of like sounded familiar to an extent.
That was your second mistake. Is realizing it sounded familiar.
And
First was
they
asking,
both
second was
lit,
realizing.
and they both looked at each
Dirty
other
boy.
like confused,
Dirty
right?
boy.
Or like very like I don't know how to like in angst almost. They looked at each other in angst, right?
Okay.
And she just goes, "My stage name." And so you
And
remember
that's
the
when the moment when you
Oh.
put two and two together.
that is
Third
a,
mistake was realizing you worked at a place where that was able to
yeah,
happen.
in Vegas we have a lot of
Yeah.
boards. So I want everything to be, or I want to add on to this. You know the one older coworker who was standing on the other side of the pony while I was being drunkenly hit on?
Sure.
Yeah, right.
He was also right next to me in this exact same story. Bill, I
Yeah.
miss you, man. Come back. Right?
He's not coming back.
He's not coming back. So anyway,
Believe you.
so I look, I'm like, oh, like he used to work in Hollywood. Like, what kind of acting do you do, right? Like, see if like maybe they know. And they're like,
Okay,
oh,
that is a serious third mistake. Is you asked what
Oh
acting is.
no.
You should have just left it right there. You
Yeah,
should
I
have been
should've.
like
I really
over.
should've.
It should have been done.
and they're like, oh, commercials.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh, then what brings? Because in Vegas, right? For those who don't know, commercials are mostly done in like Atlanta, Georgia, or around the area, or LA, right? You don't see
Yeah.
a lot of like shooting here in Vegas, right? And
I'm
it's-
talking like for national.
yeah, like
Yeah.
if it's
Yeah.
like a local commercial, like
It can just
obviously
be
it's a
done
local.
anywhere.
But if you have a
Yeah.
stage name, chances are you're a national kind of person, right?
Right.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, what brings you to Vegas? And she goes, and I kid you not, she goes, oh, I always shoot down here. Emphasis on the word always. Right? Like this is a concurrent thing.
You're putting too much together now. See, at this point, I would have said okay and made him a jersey. You're asking too much.
Well, at this point,
this
I'm
is
doing the
problem with you,
format. I'm
Jackson, is
doing no.
There's a problem with you. You always dig too far.
I do,
You never
yes.
know when to stop.
Yeah, this is true. So well, the entire time I'm doing this while, like, doing my job as well, right? So like, it's not like I'm like stopping and asking. I'm writing down and asking at the same time, right? So I do the process. I give it to them or whatever, right? And they go about their day. So I go to the back room, like, hey, Bill, I need to look at something real quick, all right?
Well, I need to look at something real quick.
So I go
I
to
couldn't
the
keep my mouth shut. That's
so
what you're saying.
I go to the back room, right? And I look up the name, right, on my phone. And I see her glossary. And I see her. Her
All
glossary.
right, well, that's been the 3-day podcast. We're gonna get banned.
No, we aren't.
Here we are.
All right. I saw the movies. Right. She's a very famous movie star.
Is she?
Yes,
I'm a famous movie star.
I know you are.
Not in those movies, but
No, we have a music video that we haven't released yet.
Yes.
He doesn't.
Well, we
know it
haven't
yet.
gotten to.
And we
whatever
haven't
the number
filmed it
was.
either.
No, we
I don't
have.
know,
He just doesn't know.
We have it pinned somewhere in the Discord. I don't know where it's pinned.
200,
But we have it somewhere.
250 likes and we release a music video for
Okay.
our
And if you're a long-time listener, then you already know that because you're cool.
Coming back to us, you gotta come.
We're so
yeah.
cool. We
Yeah.
reference old episodes.
Yeah, go listen to. Yeah, if you don't know what we're talking about, go listen to all the old episodes. So you
all
find it. I'm not telling
21
you
we
which one
don't
it's
know
in.
which one it's
Yeah,
well,
if you
do
think
we
we're
even know it?
retarded, just listen to our older content. Ooh.
Yeah,
Well,
we
this
should,
is still the
we should,
same
we should
stuff.
re-listen to the first episode that we covered. My mic was fuzzy because I was
We
out of
should do a
town.
reaction to that. That would
Yeah.
be cool.
So
Yeah, reaction channels are
I go to
lazy
the
and bad.
so I go to the back room and I see her and I tell Bill, I'm like, Bill, this is like I tell him the exact same story basically, right? And he goes, oh, that's cool, right? And I put it kind of to the side where I don't think about it like really at all, except to tell stories about it because it's a funny story, I think, right?
Mhm.
The next day, Bill comes in
Right.
and he goes, so Jackson, I've watched some of her stuff.
Okay.
Keep in mind,
That's not
Bill's like late.
Why would
70s
Bill go home
or-
and watch some of the stuff? Why would he remember? What's up with Bill?
He goes, what are your thoughts on her? Like he's asking me to be a critic of her art, and I'm like, it gets to
Yeah, I don't know.
she acts
Hmm.
like how do I respond to that question, right?
I don't know.
I don't know.
So yeah, there's that story.
That's the story.
There's
That
not
was the
much-
whole story. That was the most anticlimactic ending.
So anyway, then I got to have a private session with her.
What?
What?
All right, that is definitely
He's
going
lying.
into
He's
another
lying.
I am
episode.
lying.
Yeah, okay. I was like, that's going into another episode. There's no way.
I have some stories
Yikes.
that I would definitely not tell on.
The podcast, so do I, especially once it's a drive-in. Not telling any of the stories.
We could do an after dark episode,
We could. It'd have to be, I don't know.
but right now it's not after dark.
You're right. I don't even know. What else can we talk about? Are we still doing like an hour? Is that the time we're shooting for still?
What are we at now?
35 minutes, 36 minutes.
I
I know
think
the
we-
listeners at home are like, why are you talking still? But
Listeners. Well, I mean, I'm attracting people in. Like, people are listening. To an extent.
How many people are listening to this stream?
4.
we're not
Four?
talking
Nice,
about
nice.
Twitch.
Okay, well,
We're talking about our podcast on Spotify. Because that will do well. And we're sponsored on Spotify. We're not sponsored on Twitch.
not
We're gonna make
yet.
our money through Spotify. Yeah, if you're listening to this on Spotify, thanks. You're helping me buy more, I don't know, Red Bull. I actually haven't cashed out yet. We still have all the money sitting sitting in the account.
Yeah, are you ever gonna cash out?
Yeah, when we get more than like $1.
That's not happening.
Yeah, we're broke.
This podcast, we're gonna die. We're still gonna have like 100 listeners.
Listen, we're funny. We're famous like that.
Jack, you have to come up with a story. You don't have any stories.
Jack has that story.
You haven't done anything all summer. You just sat there.
You got your.
And I
wisdom
didn't
teeth
just sit
removed.
here. I don't know. Just kind of chilled out, like I said.
Okay, all right. There you go then. What else is what okay, literally
Am I gonna have to carry the content?
no. We can talk. I don't know. What else can we talk about?
I mean,
There's
if
only
you want,
one.
I can
That,
talk about my trip. I
Yeah,
can make it
tell-
quick.
we're not talking about the trip.
Then what am I going to talk about?
Oh,
don't know.
let me talk about the time that I trespassed on an abandoned golf course.
Let me talk about the time I
Okay.
trespassed. Not going to say that. Could have said it. Not going to say it.
Trespass on school grounds.
There you go. That's what I was going
I've
to
done
say.
that one.
No, yeah, everyone's done that.
I could tell that story. Have you ever been in an abandoned golf course with a bunch of high out of their mind people?
No. Oh, was this with
No.
Yeah. No, it wasn't.
Is
This
it
wasn't
the-
with
is
our
it-
other group of friends.
Oh, it was with our other group of friends. I thought you were talking about
Yeah.
was it with the singular person? I was like, no.
What singular person? Oh, yes.
You know what I'm talking about?
The man.
No,
No,
the woman.
the woman.
He has no idea what I'm talking about, guys. He
I
really
do.
doesn't.
I
No,
understand.
you don't.
I understand. I can take context clues. It was with what's her name?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
The, you
Stupid.
know, the, and then you know the
What? We're getting some banned. You can't do that.
I've been throwing
That
up
didn't
gang
happen.
signs for those of
That
you
didn't
who
happen.
aren't
You're
watching
lying.
live.
Don't listen to him. He's lying.
So, wait, have you guys seen the video of the Chilean swimmer who threw up gang signs after he won the swimming contest in the Olympics?
What? No, I saw the person who twerked though. That was pretty good. Oh yeah, this is good.
Somebody in I think it was Chile or Argentina or one of them. He won the swimming contest and threw up gang signs. Like as he
Nice.
was like alone, not like your standard like, you know, I'm not gonna throw them up because I'm not gonna, but not like
Mhm.
your standard like like he was like going like the full alphabet of gang signs. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I saw that.
Okay.
I was like, dang, that's not very cool of him.
Yikes. You know, that caused some disturbance in the hood. The other gangs, oh, that's bad.
Well, like, you have to think he only
The
did it
other
because he's
when the other
in
gang when the other gang's rep wins on a national scale, that's bad. That's not good.
international, not national. The Olympics, international.
Right, yeah, the international. You're correct.
Yeah.
The world scale. That's bad.
Like
That's
me,
bad news.
I'm international. I'm Mr. Worldwide. That's why I'm gonna shave my head bald.
I'm Mr. Worldwide. I'm coming for your girl. I got my weekly girl on one hip and I got your girl on the other. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh.
No.
No. Jackson's trying to be toxic, apparently. That's going to be your role now, right?
Do we have to say that
Oh.
on the podcast? Me,
Yeah.
you, Jack.
Right.
Right. I'm not. I mean, it's only half serious.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I know it's half serious. We can talk about that on the podcast, but holy crap, Jackson's being super toxic, and we're going to bully him for that now. That's going to be our new bullying
For
skill.
what?
For being toxic.
It's not like I've acted upon it.
You wanted to.
1 to 2 is a lot different. Okay, we all know I was ready, and then I started reading manga. Okay.
That is true. He did go from about to go crazy toxic on some girl to reading manga in the span of 20 minutes. I was
not
texting
even.
him while it was
Not
happening.
even.
So lost here.
It's okay. Don't worry about it, Jack. All we need to
We'll
know is
explain
that
after the
he's
podcast.
Jackson's being toxic towards women for fun.
Okay.
And he went from being toxic to reading manga in 20 minutes. I was like, that was a big jump. That's a big jump. So, there's one thing that I have missed. Is that I don't follow hockey, but you guys do. What's happened in hockey besides? I know something's going on with the Knights.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna give it the best explanation ever, even though it may not be 100% right. Okay.
It's gonna be bad. He's salty, so it's gonna be bad.
No, I am. I'm
You're-
actually really mad about this. So, for those non-hockey listeners, right?
Like me. I'm
Like
a
you.
non-hockey
Okay,
listener.
so you're the target audience of this conversation.
Right, the audience can now relate to me. Relate
Yes.
to me in this situation. Listen to this absolute.
So my
Garbage
favorite
that comes
team,
out of
right?
his
My favorite team in the past was the Vegas Golden Knights, right? Because
Vegas
In
Golden
the past, come
In the
on
past,
now.
yes. I'm a Vegas.
What a
boy.
fake fan.
You're
fake
right.
fan.
No, I'm a fan of a person. So anyway, they lost to the Montreal Canadiens in the playoffs. Boo hoo, we lost to the freaks up north. Whatever. Right? It happens.
Freaks up north.
Yeah. If you're Canadian, I don't care. So, we lose. In Vegas, we like to do a lot of things in the off season. Most of the time it's good. This off season, we wanted to flip the script. So we traded the face of our franchise, Marc-Andre Fleury, to my new favorite team, the Chicago Blackhawks, right?
That was a good choice.
Fan. Fake
Now-
fan.
Now listen,
Fake fan.
as a
Listen,
fan,
listen.
as a
when
fan,
Chicago
it's a
doesn't
bad-
even make the playoffs for the next 5 years, I'm gonna be laughing at you.
Good. I hope you do. So listen, here's the thing, right?
I even forgot the Blackhawks existed.
Well, it's a helicopter, so you should know.
It's fair.
I know what the helicopter meant the team.
Now, here's the thing: the fan side of it, it sucks if you're a fan, right? Because it's Marc-Andre Fleury, the face of your franchise. You don't want him to go, right?
Right.
On the complete other side of it, though, it makes sense from a business perspective, right? Because you need the money to, maybe win, right? Like Robin Leonard, the backup goalie, the second string, whatever you want to call him, right? Second
Sure.
starter, however you want to call it, right?
1B.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's good. He's a good goalie, right? Is he
Mhm.
the best? No. Is he as good as Marc-Andre Fleury? No. Is his price tag a lot prettier than Marc-Andre Fleury's? Yes.
Yes.
Right. So from a business end, it makes sense. I would do the same trade. No, I wouldn't. I would have made it better. So the Knights trade the face of the franchise, right?
Hmm.
For a guy who they had no intention of keeping, so they got him, said, hey, you can actually keep this player. We'll just have the rights to him.
That's not how it works.
What?
That's not. He's explaining it poorly.
No.
He's-
I'm explaining
he's
it
our-
how I know it.
He's
Okay.
our player, and because we can't fit him on our extended roster, which means you can only have X amount of contracts playing for your parent club and your AHL team, which is the Silver Knights. So he can't
Okay.
fit, so he's staying with Chicago's AHL team. But he's us. He's
Yeah,
our player.
we have the
We could
rights to his
call him up
contract.
at any time.
So we put him on
if we need
waivers.
we need a goalie for a game, we can call Fleury to play for the
No.
Golden
No.
Knights.
No.
The guy
He's
we
talking about
got
the
in
player we
exchange.
traded for. I don't even remember his
Oh.
name. He's mad because this prospect is a nobody. No offense to this guy, but it's because Marc-Andre Fleury made $7 million and Chicago took all of it. So basically, it was like
And you
You're
can't.
Why did
taking
the
our
trade
cap
even happen?
space.
What was the point of it? To get
Because
this
we
new
needed
guy
to
who's
clear-
not even
no,
on
no,
our
we
team?
needed money.
no to clear cap space.
Yeah,
Oh, well, why'd they get rid of Fleury?
because
To clear cap
to
space,
clear cap
and he's
space.
the
What is
older
cap-
player.
Well,
The
what do you-
salary cap, basically, you can only pay your players.
Oh, and he was taking
combined
up
so
much of the
much.
money. Oh.
Yes. Yes.
Well, that's dumb.
yeah,
Stupid.
we know.
Well, if you're
So-
mad, I think you should blame them for getting in the position in the first place.
Now,
Me mad, you stupid knight.
here's where I get real mad. Okay, the Fleury trade, I wasn't a fan. This is where I get a bit angry. My
It's your favorite player.
my favorite
So
player.
then why aren't you a Rangers fan?
Shut up. Shut your mouth. That's why your camera's
No.
frozen.
It's not.
It is.
It is.
Oh,
I agree. Your camera is
Just-
frozen. Not that it matters. After all, this is a
that better?
podcast.
Yeah.
true.
I wanted to see his
Anyway,
face as I do this.
just
though. So I'm talking
Tell
to
the
you.
tell the audience.
Ryan Reeves, the best player in Vegas Golden Knights history,
Uh-huh.
got traded to the New York Rangers
He's
for
not the best.
a fourth
Not the
round.
I
pick.
know.
Fourth round.
Mhm.
Now, third round, second round, first round, still not worthy, right?
Right. Okay.
Fourth round puts you in the dead middle of the draft
Okay.
for a team that's you basically got the dead middle pick for the draft.
Okay.
And it's not it's not a 2021 draft pick or yeah, a 2021 draft. It's a 22 draft for next year.
Yeah, but why?
Alright, Jackson, I
Cap
have to ask you
space.
something really quick.
No, you don't.
When it comes to baseball, you're probably one of the smartest people I've
Yes.
met. You understand it so well.
Yes.
Wouldn't
But
go
then when
that far.
hockey, all logic goes. I'm talking about people I know, just knowledge of baseball. But then hockey, all the logic goes away, and in comes emotions.
Yes.
That makes no sense.
No, it makes complete sense to me.
Maybe.
All right then.
I don't
All
know.
right then.
All right. Well, that was a good time waste.
So
Thanks,
anyway,
Jackson.
I'm
Oh my
buying a
gosh.
Ryan Reeves Rangers jersey.
Are you?
I
Good.
will.
I'm glad. I
Fake
hope
fan.
you wear it.
Fake fan.
Fake
I'm no-
fan. Ah!
Jack,
Right.
you want to go to the New York Rangers VGK game when they come to Vegas?
Well, actually, since me and my dad were in a season ticket group, that's one of the games that we're going to try and draft.
Dang you.
Because, by the way, Ryan Reeves goes there, and our old coach, Gerard Gallant, is now the Rangers coach.
Oh
so
yeah,
that's interesting, too.
So maybe notice how when the Knights got Ryan Reeves, we started doing really good. So maybe now the Rangers are a Stanley Cup contender.
I don't think you're right.
I
I don't
don't
follow
think-
let's see.
hockey, and I still
Well,
think you're
listen.
wrong.
Here's the thing. I know I'm not right, but I'm still gonna say it. All
You can
right.
say everything you want. Doesn't make it correct.
Basically, he's mad because it's his favorite player.
Right.
I'm mad.
Look, the
To this day.
bigger trade was the Fleury trade. So if you're going to be mad about one, you should be more mad about that one,
The
in my
Reeves
opinion.
trade.
But here's why I mean, you can't have two goalies that you pay because every night one of them is going to sit on the bench. That's
Yeah.
just wasted money. So
Yeah.
it makes
And
sense
who do we
to me.
get as our backup? Our new backup official.
Our new backup is we signed a guy named I forget how to say it. It's like Laurent Broussois.
Why didn't they just move Fleury to be the backup goalie and just pay him less?
Because his
Because you can't
because
do
he already
that.
had his contract signed. So
For how long though? It can't be for long if he got traded.
He's
Like
got
a
one more
year.
year.
Okay, well he got traded. That means that the contract was
It's-
over at that point, right? Or are they going to
No.
pay him out of his contract?
No, the contract is forever. So when you sign a guy, then
okay,
only
and
way you
this
can
is-
get
this
out
is
of
how
it is
works
if
in
you
all
buy him
sports. Yeah, this is how it works in all sports, James.
no, not all
Most
sports.
sports.
I don't know how sports work.
James,
I play sports. I don't
let's
look
say,
at them.
let's say you're a player, and I tell you I'm gonna pay you.
Oh, I'm a
$1 million
player, all right, boy. Don't you worry about that.
and I say,
Damn.
hey James, I'm gonna pay you $1 million to play for us for 4 years. So every
Okay.
year you make $1 million, right?
Okay.
Let's say after that second year, I'm like, you know what, James, we're sending you to Texas. Okay?
Okay.
You're still making that 1 mil for another 2 years. It's just a different team.
3 years.
2.
He said
I
the
said
second year
after
in.
the second year.
Oh, sorry,
So-
I'm retarded.
No,
Yes.
you're fine. So after that second year, Texas
Mhm.
now has to pay what's left of your
1 mil.
contract for 2
So
years.
it's 2 mil, and in hockey, all of it's guaranteed.
Yeah.
In football,
Uh.
players can be cut, so there's like a certain amount that's guaranteed, and,
And
then
then
the
the-
rest, if
is
you get
like-
cut, you're not
yeah.
going to get it.
So does Texas pay off that other, or does the Knights
Yes.
pay off? Oh, okay.
the team
Oh,
who
so
the
taking
team
so
who
taking
took
it
the,
so
Yeah.
taking a player out of someone's hands is you have to sometimes come with a cost, is what you're telling me.
a massive cost,
Yeah.
like 7 mil
And they took Flurry.
for 7 mil.
Exactly, and
All
that's-
7 million. for
That's
a year.
why we essentially got nothing in return.
Because
What's wrong with
usually in
us?
sports,
Who's our head person? Who's our head like coach or whatever? Or
Jack,
team
Okay.
that's a question for you,
Kelly McCrimmon,
Kelly McCrimmon.
he's
Tell
our
him-
GM.
Tell him to go up to the top of Allegiant Stadium in Vegas where the Knights are going to play, right?
No,
No,
we're
it's
the
there.
Raiders.
We're on Twitch,
played.
we're on Twitch, we're on Twitch.
Yeah, we're
What?
streaming right now.
That's a good point. You are streaming. I can't say that. Good idea. All right, we're not going to talk about what the owner should do. He should make better decisions. That's what I'm going to say.
All right.
He should play me in a game
Look,
of Monopoly. Winner has to take control of the Golden Knights for the rest of their life.
Look,
Because
I'm not gonna say I'm just, like-
hold on. We played Monopoly and you ate it. Me and Jack both had the most amount of money. You suck. So I don't even know. why
no,
you're saying
I
that.
lost first. I lost first.
Oh, that's right. You did.
I
Right.
won,
You let me buy your properties on turn 1. That was dumb. Never do that again.
and I still won
No, you didn't.
Yes, I
Oh yeah,
did.
you did, huh? Why was that?
because I was filthy rich. Because you bought a property that like got landed on twice.
Okay, but I'm filthy rich in real life. Huh?
Monopoly money is more important than real money, James.
It really isn't, Jackson.
It really
It really
is.
isn't.
So, yeah.
I'm making enough money where I can live in a 2-bedroom house by myself.
Can I live with you,
No,
please?
no,
Please,
no.
pretty please.
It's not happening.
Dang.
And I want you living with me. Do you know how awful that would be? To wake up and see the toxic woman hater every morning.
I don't
It'd be
hate
bad.
women.
You do hate women.
No, I don't.
You must.
No.
You must hate women.
I
There
like
can't be a
women.
way you don't hate women.
I like women.
I like
I
women.
I really do.
All right.
All right then.
He thinks I hate women. That's only
You do.
half true. That only applies to like a total of 3 people.
3 women you hate?
Yeah, and you know.
Let's hear
all-
the list. Let's hear the list.
No. 'Cause
I
this
know
is-
2 of them.
You know 3.
Only know one.
Well, okay, hold on. I know we're gonna put this in the chat. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about the women we hate next episode. All right?
No, we're not talking about the women that we hate.
Yeah, let's do
This
that.
seems like the thing. All right, you're gonna type in a chat. Okay.
so
that
those
makes
2.
sense.
What is there? Another one?
Yeah.
Which one?
Let me type in.
Type it in chat. This is gonna be the. Oh wow, this is gonna be. Oh what? I don't even remember her.
I
Alright,
do.
whatever. This is gonna be the worst episode ever. This is the worst return episode ever. We haven't done anything. We've talked to each other about what's on
This
our
is
screens.
exactly what we did beforehand.
I know,
It's
but I
just
thought you said this was supposed to be
prettier.
better. Oh, you said it was just gonna be the same. It was gonna be more consistent, is what
Yes.
you said.
We're slowly
We're
making
slipping off.
upgrades to being a better podcast.
I don't think you're right.
Because now we have live listeners. And
You have 2, and one of them is me, which means you have 1. Who's the other one? Jack, are you watching his Twitch stream?
No,
we had 7. There was
because
a
I didn't
point
want
where
the audio to conflict.
There was a point where we had 7.
Nice.
Right. But listen, we have live listeners, which is like
Okay.
good for our,
Mhm.
our brand, right?
Okay.
And then we have
A Twitter
guy-
account that we don't use.
I'm gonna
Exactly.
I'm gonna use the Twitter account now.
Oh, I checked our monetary earnings, gentlemen. We have earned $3.86.
Yo.
We're out here. We can each other. What can we buy for $1? Oh, we could all go to McDonald's.
That's what I said.
and-
$.
You go to McDonald's if you can get some McChicken or someone. We can go do
Can we
that.
all get
Nice, nice,
McChicken?
nice.
Next time we go and hang out, we should just all get like McChicken.
One McChicken, and we
no,
can split the money from the podcast.
No, 3
I'll just take it
McChickens.
out.
Nice.
We
Yeah,
just-
three. We each get one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we each get one, and then we're just gonna post hashtag podcast moves or whatever.
So how does it work? Do they like send us a check or something?
Well, they have to send it to a bank account, but I'm not opening a bank account for another podcast. I'll just get it to my bank account. I'll buy you those chicken sandwiches.
Nice.
But
This has been the worst episode yet. Well, maybe
Yeah.
not. The episode where I was tired and I talked about fashion for a while, that was bad.
Yeah, that was like
that was
just-
arguably our worst.
it was
If you don't-
out
if you-
there.
if you don't know
it
what
was
episode
definitely
that
out
is,
there.
Oh,
was like
you don't know
episode,
what
like,
episode that is. You can
18.
go back and watch it.
That
And
was
for our
like-
live listeners, you can find us on Spotify, Apple Music, what else? On Anchor.
If you
Anchor.
do for the live listeners, if you do exclamation point podcast and twitch.tv/JacksonLV's Twitch chat, you will see
Did you actually set it up?
the link to our podcast.
What, a link tree or something like that?
Nice.
Nice.
No, it just takes us to our Anchor.
Why would you put it? Okay, whatever. Doesn't matter.
Because
You guys can find us
Anchor-
on Spotify and Apple Music, or Apple Podcasts, whatever they call it.
Oh no, it was episode 18 because it goes. I don't remember what we
So
talked
before
about
get
this
started with today's
episode.
All right,
Oh.
we have like 5 minutes left. Let's go over the old episodes and remember what stuff was about. How about that? That's a good closer.
Okay.
Okay.
So then we
Oh.
can remember what not to talk about again for a second time.
Okay.
Right?
This is gonna go bad.
Yeah.
Hold
So
on,
we
wait
have-
till
so
I
we
get
have
there
the
so I
two-
can see. Wait till
Okay.
I get
Wait.
there.
We're gonna
We
go
can-
all the way from
on
the
the
top.
contrary,
Sorry.
Let's talk about the good episodes. Like I think our second episode where
Oh, yeah,
we
the
talked
Van
about Eddie
Halen
Van
one.
Halen.
Yeah, that one
That was a
good.
good episode. That was solid.
What's
If
the
you
login
if you think we're
information for our
dumb, listen to that
podcast?
one and then think again.
Oh, and
Put
then
the
we
log
have
for
and then
the
we have the
podcast.
one where we had Alan, where James got to talk about freaking F1 for like 3 hours.
That was my
Yeah.
binge on F1. I have so much, dude. So much stuff has happened in F1.
And
I'll
then
save it for another-
didn't you guys talk about it like a little bit in the next episode too?
I think so. Yeah.
I think you did.
Jackson, what's the password and username for our podcast on Anchor?
I am the pure winner now. I don't
Put it in
know.
the
It's
chat.
pinned. It's pinned in chat. It's pinned.
That's the one for the Twitter.
No, you dingus. It's not.
It is. I was looking at it on my phone.
No.
if you're not gonna tell.
It's
Don't
It's
whisper it. If
pinned-
you say it out loud, I will
it's
come unglued
pinned
right now. I'm not
in
even joking.
chat. It's like the second thing
Okay.
ever pinned.
Okay.
Didn't get pinned, by the way. It should
did
have
it?
been.
All right. So.
Oh no, it
Oh,
did.
Oh yeah, the last two episodes. Were
You
the state-
misspelled it.
The
just
last
so
two.
you know.
The last two episodes were the state tier
tier
list.
list. That was awesome. I like the state tier
That was
list.
good.
Yeah, it was
Remember-
fun.
19 was the arcade. Right.
The arcade machine in Jackson.
We talked about owning an arcade, how expensive it is, and how much money you'd make, and then you were being a weeb. I think because you were talking about anime or something like that. Probably.
Yeah. Let's see.
Hmm.
Number 18 was.
I don't remember when we talked about this episode. That's literally what I named it. I don't remember when we talked about
That
this
was
episode.
when. That's when you were super tired and talking about fashion.
Well,
No,
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 I
no,
don't
no,
think
no,
it
no.
was. It was pretty early when we did, but like, it's because you were
Number-
having like audio issues, so you had to like
I had to
re-record
pause
it.
it like twice. Yeah, that was bad.
Oh yeah.
17 was Jackson's story time too. I think you were telling a story about some girl.
I may actually.
Very short
re-listen.
episode, but hey,
50
it-
minutes. Very
It's
short.
50 minutes. Very short. We've had
Very-
shorter.
Yeah, we actually have
Electric
like,
Boogaloo. What is Electric Boogaloo? Oh, Jackson's story time too. Electric Boogaloo. Okay. Star Wars. Star Wars and Jackson the Alpha Male. That's a good one.
Yeah. Notice how they all revolve around me. I'm the main character. You guys are
Number
all my
15, special guest Aiden. Things get a little we went political in that episode. Don't listen to episode 15. Don't listen to it.
I'm gonna delete episode 15.
No, you're not. Episode 14, we're back. 2120. Oh, dude, yeah. We took a break between that one too.
It's New Year's Eve, I think, right?
Ooh, I don't remember we're filming number 13, Conspiracies, Kangaroo, and Sharknado. Do you remember filming that one?
And how to get a woman. That,
Was
yeah,
it How to
that's the
Get a
one where
Woman?
we talked about freaking the Illuminati in the Denver airport.
Oh yeah, okay.
Is it? I
Uh,
thought that was very early on.
Podcast 12,
I think we
Jackson
did
hates the
one.
lions and cries. That's funny.
What?
Podcast
Me.
11. This
I
is
don't know
literally
why.
the worst
It
episode
was
yet.
me. It was Jack.
Oh,
Not
was it Jack?
Jackson. Yeah, I hate the lions.
Oh,
I don't.
I thought
don't
you were talking.
really
I thought you were
hate
talking about
them. I
the
just laugh at
animal
their
lion.
failure.
I thought you were talking
No,
about
the Detroit Lions. I laugh at their failure. I don't actually hate them.
I like podcast number 11. This is literally our worst episode. That's what I titled it.
And, the caption is, "I should have cut it out. I'm sorry."
Yeah,
That's
because
probably
you.
the fashion
I
one.
think we went rambling for a while. Number 10, our musical prowess on full display, making fun of, I don't know. I think it was making fun of Jackson. I think that's when I told this story when
Yes.
the homecoming story with that girl.
Yes.
In front. That's what I told that story. That was a
Yeah.
good one.
And then,
So
hey
what we're saying
guys,
is, guys, basically what we're saying is, go back and listen to all our
First
podcasts.
10.
all of our
Well,
podcasts
yeah.
are
I
yeah,
basically
did.
well,
just
yeah.
bully
Listen to them
Jackson.
all. Maybe not 15.
Don't
Not
listen to
50.
15. No, you can listen to 15. Listen to 15. I won't let him delete it. If he deletes it, I'll come out. I don't have it saved, so don't delete it.
There actually no. There's
It's political,
there's
so
4
beware.
women I hate.
And this has been awful.
Number 9. I hope you guys like filler episodes. This is our anime arc.
Yeah, number
um,
8.
And James
9,
just woke up and
10.
talked about fashion for a long time. Okay, so 8
That was the one I
one.
was tired. I remember naming it that too. I was like, I was tired.
Spooky Time Collectathon. Jackson gets kidnapped. Oh yeah, that's the
Spooky Time
Mexico story.
Collectathon. What was that?
In Mexico,
Yeah,
What
right?
was it talking about?
I don't know.
Spooky Time Collectathon.
Oh, that's what we were
Well, it was
talking about.
like
What makes a
Halloween.
collection? That's what we
What?
were talking about.
Oh,
like,
Oh,
what
we were
makes a
talking.
yeah.
Oh
collection.
yeah.
We got philosophical in that one.
Yeah. What we were like, what really is the collection? That was good. That was a good episode.
I
Why
have
was
a
that
collection
weird?
of water
That's a good one.
bottles.
All right.
Densest learning and detention.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's where we leave that off.
Right.
Alright. Let's see what James is gonna do.
It's been an hour.
It has
We've hit
been.
an hour.
We have.
Nice.
I'll close it
You
out.
did.
I'll close
You're
it
gonna
out.
close it out.
Yeah. Are we ready to
Oh,
You
close
guys
it
no.
out?
know the order.
This
It's
isn't
always the same. So
It's-
you're
I'm-
starting, then James,
No.
then me.
No, I am last because I have to close it out and
Yeah.
end the recording. I've always been last.
Okay.
Wait, what?
You
I've always been last.
guys ready for this?
Maybe not. I don't know. Whatever.
Thank you all for listening
You'll
to season.
you'll be last.
Shut up. Just go. Just go.
Thank you all for listening to season 2, episode 1 of the 3J podcast. We hope to see you guys next week. Hopefully, if we can see each other next week. Until then, I'm Jackson.
I'm Jack.
My name's James. Thanks for listening, everybody. I promise it'll get better from here. No.
Oh.
Bye.